The day. My wedding turned into a sting on paper. My wedding should have been flawless. St. Catherine's at golden hour, a Tom Ford tux, a Vera Wang gown, and 310 guests eager to cry on cue. In reality, it was a stage I'd spent months wiring, for truth. The organ swells. Light pours through stained glass like a Renaissance filter. My bride, Isla Monroe, floats down the aisle in silken pearls, every inch the society page fantasy. Her father places her hand in mine. Cameras click. Pastor Williams clears his throat. If anyone knows a reason these two should not be wed, speak now. 2.5 seconds. Then my best man, Marcus Hale, college roommate, business partner, supposed brother, jolts upright. His chair screams across marble. "She's pregnant," he blurts, voice cracking through the PA. "With my child." The collective gasp shudders the rafters. Mom clutches her pearls. Dad turns the color of communion wine. The Monroes wilt. Phones rise like a forest. Isla's fingers go ice cold in my palm. I smile. "I've been waiting for you to tell everyone the truth." The room freezes. Expectations lean toward fistfights, fainting, chaos. Instead, I reach into my jacket and pull a slim black folder, the quiet engine of the last 3 months. "Since we're doing full disclosure," I say, "let's finish the story." Exhibit A, a crisp print. Isla and Marcus wrapped around each other outside the Marriott, her engagement ring glinting like a punchline. Exhibit B, receipts, hotels, jewelry, dinners I never attended, charged to my card. A few laughs bubble. From the back pews. Even Pastor Williams forgets his Bible. There's more. Screenshots from a bank camera. Isla signing for me on a weekday she was at yoga. A forensic note about her handwriting. And because stories land best in stereo, I cue a recorder. Their voices float through the nave, her breathy laugh, his low murmur. He has no idea. After we're married, his money becomes our money. The church goes pin-drop quiet and, "About the baby," I add, unfolding one last document. "I got tested. Paternity excluded." Isla's bouquet slips from her hand. In the third row, Elena, Marcus's fiancée, launches to her feet, fury shaking her blue dress. "We're supposed to be getting married!" Programs sail. Family members scramble. The photographer grins like he's won a Pulitzer. My brother Adrian takes one step toward Marcus and becomes a human avalanche. Clara, my sister, clings to his arm and rides the brake. Parents square off. Old gossipers fan themselves. Someone whispers, "Holy hell!" The organist looks ready to play a hymn for the dead. I raise my voice above the storm. Betrayal was phase 1. Phase 2? Theft. A thicker folder now. Loan applications in my name for a phantom company. A paper trail to a downtown condo. Signatures that aren't mine. $200,000 worth of love. Murmurs turn to a low, angry hive. Evidence, I say, is only as good as the witness. I nod toward the back. Detective Ray Rowan steps into the aisle, flanked by 2 officers. His mustache alone has seen more crime scenes than most people see episodes of Law and Order. "Marcus James Hale," he announces, voice steady as a metronome. "You're under arrest for conspiracy to commit fraud, identity theft, and forgery. Isla Catherine Monroe. Same plus grand larceny," Isla pleads. The officers remain polite and inevitable. Marcus bolts. Adrian becomes a wall. Handcuffs click. Mrs. Patterson from the church auxiliary starts clapping. Honestly, same. Isla turns to me, eyes raw. "I loved you." "No," I tell her, as Officer Rodriguez leads her away in a $15,000 gown. "You loved using me." The doors close on sirens and whispers. For a long beat, nobody moves. Then, Grandma Rose, 93 and impossible to rattle, begins to applaud. The wave catches. Someone shouts, "Speech!" I keep it short. Not the Saturday I planned. Better than the one I paid for. Laughter breaks like glass into light. My family folds around me. Adrian's rib-cracking hug, Clara's proud of you, Dad's damp eyes, Mom's ruined mascara, and unfiltered joy. Uncle Tony, practical as ever, points out there's a fully paid reception with an open bar. Winnew. Go. The Grandview Country Club has never hosted a happier non-wedding. We toast to freedom, truth, and an arrest record. The band plays like it's New Year's Eve. The photographer labels his folder Unconventional Celebrations. On social media, we're revenge wedding trends before the cake is cut. 6 months later, court is quieter but just as satisfying. Marcus gets 4 years for the financial charges, 2 more for forgery. Isla gets 3.5 plus restitution. Their daughter is with Marcus's mother. It may be the luckiest break in the story. Elena sends a handwritten note. Thank you for saving me from the worst mistake of my life. Dinner's on me. We meet a few times, 2 survivors swapping gallows humor. She starts dating my cousin Leo. They're planning spring vows and have gently requested a drama-free ceremony. I promise to try. I sell the apartment Isla staged to look like love and buy an old Victorian on a bluff with the Pacific for a front yard. It has good bones and better silence. I adopt Atlas, a shepherd mix with a mind of his own. We greet the sun, walk the shoreline, learn the tide tables by heart. Work thrives once I'm no longer bleeding cash through betrayal. I buy out Marcus's share for pennies and bring in partners who prefer spreadsheets over scandals. On a dare from myself, I apply to Stanford's MBA program. The acceptance letter sends me straight to Grandma Rose. Honey, she cackles. Life doesn't end when a plan fails. It starts when you write a better one. The wedding video goes viral, of course. Invitations to talk shows and podcasts pile up. I pass. I'm not selling pain for clicks. One offer sticks. A book deal. I start writing, not to relive the spectacle, but to chart the map from humiliation to agency. Some nights I open the jewelry box with the ring I never gave. It's oddly comforting, a relic from a life that didn't happen. Then I step onto the deck. Atlas noses my palm. The horizon fades from copper to indigo. I didn't lose anything real at that altar. I gained the one thing I'd somehow bargained away, my say, and I plan on keeping it.